Hello again, chaps and chapettes. How are we all doing? It is lovely to see you all again. As always, this is a nice change of pace, isn't it? Actual daylight coming through my windows, as opposed to the little dingy lamp that I usually have on in the corner of the room when I do my videos that makes the place look a bit like a crack den at times. Ordinarily, guys, I get in quite late from work, about 12, 1 o'clock in the morning, something like that. So I have to use my time sparingly to make content for you guys, converse with you guys, that kind of a thing. But getting in the afternoon, having the house filled with daylight, is actually quite nice. I'm not going to say sunlight, because it is not fucking sunny here at the minute. That has been shot to shit. All the nice weather we've been having over the last week or so is gone. It's grey, it's dark, it's dingy, it's damp, it's windy. Back to normality. Good old British weather. Lovely. Anyway, enough about the weather, guys. Enough of my drivel. What I want to talk to you today, what I want to talk to you about today even, is the protests that have been happening up and down the country. In most major cities up and down the country, people have been hitting the streets. Good old British patriots hitting the streets with their Union flags, their St George's crosses, that kind of a thing, demanding Keir Starmer's resignation, and that he calls a snap general election. Now let me tell you this for now, guys. I've mentioned this many times before on previous videos. When you get a government such as Keir Starmer's in, that's very socialist, very left-wing, very totalitarian, it is extremely difficult to get these people out once they are in power. You pick up any history book and you will find what I am saying is very, very true. Look over in China, the CCP, for example. Nigh on impossible to get them people out. Very totalitarian. Same goes. But let me reassure you guys. I feel foolish even saying this. Here in the UK, we live in something that is called a democracy, such as it is. Inverted commas, democracy. So we can get these people out. But let me tell you, it won't be happening anytime soon. Not in the next 4 years. Let me tell you that for now. Because Keir Starmer still has the backing of most of his MPs, most of his backbenchers. No one is casting a vote of no confidence against Keir Starmer. They want him to go ahead, true, and accomplish his mission of bringing us all down to our fucking knees and arresting us if and when needed. And there certainly won't be a snap general election called. For obvious reasons. He knows fine well, deep down inside he knows fine well, and if the polls are to be believed that have been coming out over the last few weeks, that Nigel Farage and Reform UK are hovering just above his fucking head. Well, not just above, a couple of feet above his head now. And he knows he will get obliterated, and the Tories will get obliterated, and we will have a Reform UK government. So yeah, toss that out of the window. That is not going to be happening. But also what I want to touch on, guys, is the protesters themselves. Now, these people have my utmost respect. True patriots who want the best for their children, who want the best for their bank balances, and want the best for their country most of all. They're lining the streets with their Union flags, their St George's crosses, their Union Jack hats, all the rest of it, demanding Keir Starmer get out of office, yada yada yada, and the rest of his socialist Renford rejects. But I have to ask this question. It might not be a very popular question, but I've got to ask it anyway. I'd like to know the percentage of these people who have hit the streets today who voted in the last general election. Because, let's be honest here, guys, the only reason why Keir Starmer and his socialist Renford rejects are indeed in power at the moment is because a lot of people decided to stay at home and not bother voting, which I can't blame them for. They feel politically homeless. They feel they have nowhere else to turn, and they think, what's the point? Either the Tories are going to get in or Labour are going to get in. I can completely understand their train of thought. But you have to realise that, like I said, we do live in a democracy. We can change things at the ballot boxes. What you've got to do is just get your ass out of your house for 10-15 minutes, depending where your polling station is, and put an X in the party you would like to see in power. It's as simple as that. If you do feel politically homeless, at least you are making a statement. At least you are making an effort to actually change things. That's what I've got to ask you, because a vast majority of the UK public did not bother to vote. So you've got to live with the consequences of that. You've got to live with the consequence of thinking to yourself, I didn't vote, I made it possible that Keir Starmer and the rest of the socialist Renford rejects are now in Westminster and number 10. I'm not slagging them. Far from it am I fucking slagging them. They have my utmost respect and I back them to the fucking hill. But you have to go out and vote when the opportunity arises. You cannot sit on your ass and let someone else do it for you. You have to go to the ballot box and you have to make your voice heard. Otherwise, we will be stuck in an ever fucking ending loop of blues, reds, blues, reds, blues, reds, just going on and on and on and on. The same old failures, the same old lies, the same old broken promises until we all hit the ballot boxes. Think about the Brexit vote. Massive, huge turnout to get us out of the, once again, inverted commas, to get us out of the EU. That's what you have to do at the next general election. You want Nigel Farage in? Go out and vote for him. Don't leave it to the rest of the public to do it for you. Make your vote count. Make your voice heard. It's as simple as that. It's the only way we change things in this country. You may have reservations about Nigel Farage, as I do. You may have reservations about Reform UK and Zia Youssef and Richard Tice and all the rest of them. But it's the best of a bad bunch. It's all we have at the moment. Unless something miraculous happens and UKIP rise up the fucking ranks as well, then by all means, vote for UKIP as well. But let's be honest here, guys. UKIP and Tarconi is his name is. I can't remember his name. Tarconi, whatever his name is. I haven't got a fucking hope in hell's chance of making it into number 10. The only people is Reform UK and Nigel Farage. That's all I've got to say, really, guys. Again, I'm not slagging these protesters, none whatsoever. I'm just questioning how many of these people actually went to the ballot box during the last general election. I went to the ballot box. I voted for Nigel Farage. I voted for Reform UK. I couldn't be asked. I honestly couldn't. I couldn't be bothered getting off my backside and going down to the polling station. But I did, because it's my right to vote and it's my right to voice my opinion at the ballot box. And I pray everybody else does the same at the next general election. But don't be under any disillusions here, guys. We will not see a general election this side of 4 years. I can guarantee it to you. Anyway, that's my video, guys. Please do let me know what you think in the comments. And I shall see you in a bit. Cheers.